Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your weekly reading for June 2nd to the 9th. This is for Aquarius and Aquarius Rising, and we're going to jump right into it. Aquarius, look how loaded this week is. Listen, out of all the signs, you're probably going to feel the biggest shift, okay? The biggest shift, and you're probably already feeling it. As I mentioned in your monthly forecast, a lot of the energies of May, those really wonderful, auspicious aspects are spilling over into June. And you can see Pluto, which is in your sign, is having 2 more trines, okay? So this is really big for you. Listen, the planets are throwing a party for you. I hope you understand that, okay? I hope you know that. Jupiter and Venus and the Sun, they're all throwing this party for you right now. Gemini rules your 5th house, and that's joy and that's pleasure. And it's love, relationships. You're opening yourself up to that. If you're in a relationship, you're feeling this charge, this surge in that area. 5th house is also creativity. It's also procreation. It's sex. It's recreation. You could be taking up like a new hobby, maybe archery, whatever you want. Aquarius, this is your time to shine, and you are really definitely feeling this is possibly one of the biggest shifts that you are going to have in your life this year for 2024. These are enormous aspects. Now, you can see that we kick it off on Sunday in June 2nd with Jupiter trine Pluto. This is coming after the Sun and Venus trining Pluto in May, at the end of May. This is major. So remember these Pluto trines, Pluto being in your sign now, okay? So it having a really major impact on you, Aquarius, that's telling this story, okay, is this thread. You are definitely changing a lot of things. You're feeling a lot more confident, a lot more empowered. You're feeling this transformation. That's what Jupiter trining Pluto is. It is this transformation, this inner transformation, your personal transformation that's happening right now. You are definitely transforming in this huge way. You could also be, with the fact that Pluto is in your sign, you could be transforming other people's lives. You could, it's really, you are the humanitarian. Okay. So very, very nice here. I absolutely love this for you. And, again, with the fact that Jupiter is in Gemini in your 5th house, and it's trining Pluto, this is also intimacy. All right. So there could be some romantic moments that are happening for you. Remember, Jupiter is the planet of good luck, good fortune, prosperity, expansion, profit, wisdom, belief. So that's what's happening right now in terms of pleasure for you and joy and like I said, family, children, relationships, love. So absolutely love this. Jupiter's in your 5th house for an entire year until June 2025. And remember, trines are enormously excellent. Okay. Enormously excellent. And what's also really interesting about this aspect, first, I want to make it very clear, this is one of the most important aspects of all 2024. Okay. Now, this is so powerful. You're going to feel it for about a week, for even over that, maybe, 10 days, 11 days, but definitely take advantage. You always want to take action. You want to be the author of your own story, right? So really put wheels in motion around this time. The great thing about this is that Jupiter and Pluto, Jupiter and Pluto are freshly in these 2 signs, Gemini and Aquarius, 2 air signs. Now, first things first, nobody on this planet has ever experienced this aspect, okay? And that's because, unless you're a vampire, of course, and it's because Jupiter, first time in Gemini in 12 years, right? Pluto, the first time in your sign in 250 years. So this is kind of exciting. Now, when we talk about these 2 air signs, hey, that's a lot of, mental stimulation. That's a lot of mental activity. So this is your mindset shifting as well. This is you having new thoughts, new ideas. This is a lot of things that have to do with the mind that you're going to see around this time. Thoughts that you have, the way that you see things. But I also want you to think of, air as movement as well, okay, as the universe, as belief, as magic, okay. So this is the big picture. This is the big picture that's happening, and you may be really, really zoned in on what you want to do for your life now. It's definitely a big time for you. The other thing that's really interesting is Jupiter is expansion and Pluto is rebirth. Pluto is regeneration. So they're really could be something really new, definitely brewing and blossoming around this time for you in a really, really big way. Okay. Also a big money day, Jupiter trining Pluto, ruling the 8th house. Okay. So other people's money, shared resources, inheritance, investments, bonuses, commissions, loans, debt, things like that. Okay. So just know this is like that jackpot energy that I really love. And love. Speaking of love, again, really big thing for y'all right now. Same day, Mercury will sextile Neptune. I absolutely love this. This is going to be really, really nice. I didn't have room to put it up here, but this is happening on that same day and really amplifies that energy. It really, adds to it. Okay. And Mercury sextiling Neptune is a very harmonious aspect where it's all about healing. It's healing through words. It's healing through art, through communication. Pay attention to your dreams around this time. It's a very spiritually moving aspect that's really nice. Now, on June 3rd, on Monday, Mercury moves into Gemini. Mercury is at home in Gemini. Mercury rules Gemini. So Mercury does really well in Gemini, and I want you to take advantage of this. Mercury's only here for 2 weeks. So this is all about sharing ideas, connecting with others, communicating, building bonds, really being articulate. You're gonna communicate. It's all about social fitness now. And again, if you are single and looking for love, wow, this is powerful. Remember, Mercury moving into Gemini. Now you got 4 planets in your 5th house of love. Okay. So you could be writing love letters. You could be DMing like people, but also again, remember, if you are in a relationship, same thing. There's, you could be really strengthening that bond around this time. And work wise, hey, creativity is part of the 5th house. Okay. So using those creative juices and just really feeling that. So, I also really love the fact that, and remember, it's here for only 2 weeks. Take advantage of this. Really put wheels in motion. Now, the other thing is, on this day, we have that rare planetary alignment where from here, I'm based in New York City, so Eastern Standard Time, but we have that rare planetary alignment. There's 6 planets you'll be able to see in the sky really early in the morning this day. Take advantage. I love all this space stuff. I'm an Aquarius. If you're new to my channel, Aquarius rules space. So all of us really should be like, but you will definitely need a telescope or at least binoculars. And, some of the planets you can see with the naked eye. So, but I just think it's really cool. Now on Tuesday, June 4th, wow, this is the big day. All right. So Mercury will conjunct Jupiter in Gemini. Wow. This is huge. Mercury conjuncting Jupiter brings good news. Okay. Remember, Mercury is the messenger. Mercury is the planet of communication. So you could be receiving good news around this time. Conjunctions are very powerful. Okay. Very powerful. You'll feel it for a few days. It's also just that charge. It's a powerful charge that you'll feel around this time. You could receive good news. You could be giving good news. Remember, 5th house is also, procreation. It's pregnancy. You can be pregnant. You can be telling people now, but there is something here. Just think, it's such a feel good day. And if nothing about news, there's travel. I mean, this is a great time for you to plan travel. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of Aquarians are traveling around this time, thinking about travel. This is huge. This is really, really, really big. You could also have a conversation that really changes your life around this time, or you could think about doing something very new, brand new, that you get really enthusiastic about. Okay, really enthusiastic about. Turn that thing into something that's really, something that gets you really excited. Really good day to sign contracts as well. I absolutely love this aspect, and it's happening at the same time Mercury will trine Pluto. So remember that empowerment that Pluto brings. Pluto is so powerful, and it's trining Mercury. This is the second trine this week. This is huge. This is having power in the way that you communicate, being very influential. Okay. Other people could, have an impact on you in an influential way, but definitely this is a time where you could really, really feel yourself soar. And this is Pluto. So any conversations you have may not be, small talk material here. We're talking like Bitcoin level. We're talking like big stuff. Okay. I don't know anything about Bitcoin, but that's what I'm saying. This is like you wanting to learn new things and explore new things and really delve into oh yeah. Tell me more, that kind of energy. And it's, Pluto is, that has, I've always talked about Pluto, has that sense of mystery, that depth to it. So you could even be uncovering secrets or really be compelled to dig deep into something. And when I say mysteries, even just like yourself, like you could even be revealing secrets around this time. I wouldn't be surprised. Like this would be that day. Like if you are, secretly Aquaman, maybe you let people know right now. Okay, you're like, this is why I spend so much time in water. I got Atlantis. I mean, only if you were truly Aquaman, all right? No sillying around here, okay? Now, the other aspect that's happening this day, Sun conjuncting Venus, Aquarius, come on. This is love. This is love. This is love on like every level. This is unconditional love. This is being in touch with your superconscious. This is self-love. This is just love, a burst of love energy that's happening with the Sun conjuncting Venus, the planet of love and relationships. And remember, it's happening in your 5th house of love. I would not be surprised if y'all start, starting relationships, if you're single, even if you are single and you haven't been looking for a relationship, this could be the time that you're really like, okay, I think I want to start looking for a relationship. This is where you could also, if you're in a relationship, again, feel that surge of love with whoever you're in. But this is just beautiful, really beautiful energy. Again, this is also having, with the Sun conjuncting Venus in Gemini, remember there's that mental stimulation. So this is, and Aquarians are, so, intellectually stimulated already. This is having a conversation with someone where you fall in love with their mind or vice versa. And, it could be just the random person that's playing the saxophone in your subway station, wearing a beret. You just don't know. You have no idea, but take advantage of this. This is really, really, really special. This day is just really special. I love it. And now Thursday, okay, June 6th, we have the new moon in Gemini. You saw my monthly forecast. This new moon is just through the roof. Over the roof, whatever the phrase is. Now, this is a super stellium. We've got the Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, and Jupiter all in Gemini in your 5th house of pleasure and joy and love and romance, creativity, self-expression, everything that I mentioned earlier. Remember, Venus is still in conjunction. Jupiter is still trining Pluto. This is a powerful new moon. This is such a powerful new moon. All right, so set intentions, put your energy out there, really, really do new things, okay? Tell the universe what you want, set your goals, set your intentions, manifest, all right? I really want you to take advantage of this. One of the reasons why, as I mentioned in your monthly forecast, is that the corresponding full moon in Gemini that's happening in December, where you reap your rewards, that full moon will be conjuncting Jupiter. Remember, expansion, growth, prosperity. So definitely take advantage of this. You got a window here. You got a huge window this week, okay? And you will start seeing things unfold as the month goes through. And money. Remember what I said in your monthly forecast. It's a really big week of like investments, financially, like stocks and stuff, but it could also be like what you're investing in. And it could be a relationship here. It could be a relationship. Now, what else? The other thing is, I actually wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you are traveling this week, okay? Or planning travel. Now, and I always say travel is a force of good. So definitely, wheels up. Now, Saturday, you see that we start moving into this kind of, the squares, okay? The squares are going to start building up more next week, but you see that it's starting now, okay? With Saturday, Venus squaring Saturn. This definitely could be something that has to do with relationships. You could feel a little bit of a squeeze there, okay? It could also be money, okay? Venus is money, but also Saturn. These are Saturn squares. Remember, Saturn in Pisces, for you, Aquarius, is in your 2nd house of money. So you can start feeling a little bit of squeeze and thinking, okay, what do I have to do now? And it's just like pivoting. It's pivoting, but also just focusing, like paying attention to your finances around this time. Now, the other thing that's happening is that Mars will move into Taurus on June 8th. And this is definitely saying that whatever this squeeze is around, it could be like relationships, but also something that has to do with home. Remember, Taurus rules your fourth house, all right, of home, your domestic sector. Mars can be a little naughty, especially when Mars is going to square Pluto next week, and Mars is like conflicty and whatnot. So there could be some like, maybe some not seeing eye to eye with like your parents or your roommate or landlord, stuff like that. But just keep that in mind. That may happen if, I'm not saying that it's going to happen, but, the possibilities there, especially when Mars squares Pluto next week, Pluto being in your sign. Okay. Now, Mars moving into Taurus. Mars is leaving its domicile of Aries and moving into a sign where he's just like, whoa. Because it's, Taurus is so grounded. Taurus is just like saying no, like slow down. All right. Because Mars and Aries is like boom, boom, boom. And so you're going to feel this slowdown. And a lot of y'all may appreciate it, actually. You may appreciate it. You may want to put a lot of like action. Mars is action. It's activity. It's putting things into, focus, that things that you do want to work on. And now you have the time to do it. And you're, building things in that area of your life. Again, a lot of it relating to your domestic sector, like a relationship or like your home or, parents or your actual, or like real estate, right? So you, a lot of y'all may appreciate it. It is just asking you, remember, Taurus is Venus ruled. So it is, and so earthbound, so earthy, so connected to nature. So spend time in nature. It's asking you to do that. It's asking you to sit there, absorb everything, pay attention, be aware of everything in your physical world. Really appreciate the things that are around you. Use all your five senses, okay? This is what Mars and Taurus is, okay? So really take that time to go sit by a river, go sit under a tree, okay? Bring your book and your cat, whatever you need to do. Draw some lizard people in the sand, whatever you need to do that makes you feel connected to Earth, okay? Now, the other thing is on June 9th, now we got the sun squaring Saturn. So now we're really getting into it, okay? Because Venus is still squaring Saturn too. So you got the sun and Venus squaring Saturn in your second house of, again, like it could be salary, it could be income, it could be finances. Second house is also self-worth and self-confidence. All right. So there could be something there that about relationships that are making you feel like questioning yourself or whatnot. So remember, just these squares are pushing you to thrive, to grow, to be the best version of yourself. Think of it as quicksand, okay? When we enter these squares, all right? At this point, you're only ankle deep, okay? So you're going to be fine. Just ask yourself around this weekend, is there anything that I'm doing where I'm taking on too many responsibilities? Any things that, are weighing me down? This aspect, it has weight to it, okay? It has weight to it. So just know with Mars moving into Taurus, and then you have all these squares that are just about to, happen, especially next week, or are happening this weekend, you will feel like this will slow down and you may want it, all right? You may want it. So just, Saturn is, chronos, it's time, it's patience. Saturn is asking you to be patient, take your time, and pivot if you need to around things that, just picture yourself riding a bike, okay? You're riding your bike down a boardwalk and there's nobody around. You've got wind blowing in your hair, you got the birds singing and chirping, and then you suddenly come across a horde of zombies, all right? The slow walking ones, like they'll never get you, okay? But, I don't know, the Hermes store is like on the other side of them, and you're like, oh, I really, I want to get that bag. And so you just got to wait it out. You got to be patient until those slow walking zombies scatter. And they're slow, they're really slow. All right. So take that time to just really think about things. All right. Take that moment to just be, connected to the earth, feel the wind in the air. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine, Aquarius. Y'all are amazing. So let's get to it. Oh my goodness, Aquarius. Let's see what's going on for you for another loaded week. Oh my goodness, what a loaded week. So much goodness happening for y'all, Aquarius. So let's see what's going on for you for the week of June 2nd to the 9th. This is for Aquarius, Aquarius rising, Aquarius moon. If you want to read for any other placements in your chart, you are absolutely welcome to. So Aquarius, let's see what's going on for you for June 2nd to the 9th. Aquarius, y'all make me laugh. What do y'all? Hey, so I do a traditional cultic cross spread. It really does offer the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, you know that we will. Secondly, Aquarius, you are amazing. I hope you're having a wonderful. What day am I dropping this? I don't even know, but I hope you are enjoying the I think the last days of May. Okay, the last days of May before we move into June, or I really have to see, or maybe it's already June. I don't. That's how where my head is in terms of time and space right now. Oh, I accidentally did 5. Okay, well, we'll use that as a clarifier. Interesting. Okay, this is what happens, but you're good, obviously. I mean, this is going to be your week. And remember, there is that depth, there's that, oh, you're just transforming, okay? Now, you have the High Priestess. I absolutely love this. Wonderful, okay? Really wonderful. You know, the High Priestess is, this is really great that you have the High Priestess in your past, all right? Because this is saying that you've had those moments, okay? And I'm not surprised. Again, a lot of y'all already going through this like metamorphosis, kind of like transformative, who am I? What do I want? What do I, like things like that, asking big questions. Now, the High Priestess is all about intuition, tapping into your intuition, really trusting your intuition, letting your intuition guide you. She is the guardian of the subconscious, being in touch with, listening to your inner voice and trusting, yourself, your gut more than anything. Okay. Really, really going within. All right. The High Priestess is very passive. Okay. So this is a card where you don't have to do anything. You just have to sit there and just trust yourself, trust your intuition, be in touch with your spirit guides. Really, really, again, just have those moments, and it's going to you will evolve. All right, you're gonna evolve and you'll feel that. But I love that that's already happening for you, because a lot of y'all have had a lot of moments like that, just astrologically too. And what's really great, the Hanged Man. Okay, so you got the High Priestess and the Hanged Man, so 2 very spiritual cards here. Hanged Man in the heart of your spread, very interesting. I really love the fact that the Hanged Man came out. This is someone who is seeking to have his life completely transformed. The Hanged Man comes right before the Death card, the card of transformation. And so he's preparing himself. He's preparing himself. And in order to, and you see the halo around his head, a lot of enlightenment. He's got a smile on his face. He's ready to go. He's ready to have this transformation, spiritual transformation, personal transformation. In order to have it, just like the Hanged Man, there's some things you've got to surrender, okay? Now you've got to use your intuition for that, all right? And again, she comes out when she's protecting you. So you're going to be protected through all of this. So just take that moment. And it seems like there is going to be something, especially with all this air energy, like I said earlier, with Gemini and Aquarius, your BFF Gemini, there may be something of the mind that you may have to let go. Remember, there's that shift in your mindset. But this is really great. You have the 6 of Cups in your challenge area. So it's almost like there's noise around you, as in there may be some, well, here's the thing. There may be some things that when I say like let go, there's some things that you really want to let go this week, that may be things that are still keep like from the past that are still holding on to you, or you're holding on to it. Okay, this is a really big card of nostalgia. Okay, but like good nostalgia, like like listening to, I don't know, Four Non Blondes with your friends, under the bleachers, whatever it is, right? That fun stuff. But there could be a sense of like you thinking of like some things that when I say like the subconscious, you have the High Priestess here. She is the guardian of the subconscious. The subconscious is where we store our memories, including those low frequency energy. So if there is something like, for instance, well, I don't know, like you were, I don't know, set up on a date, okay? And that is now deeply rooted in your head. Like, I was stood up on this date with someone that I was really looking forward to have this date with, but I was stood up, therefore I'm no longer going to like go on dates, right? It's like, like things from the past, sometimes we hold on to it. It's time to, I'm not saying that that's what's happening to you, but I'm just saying there may be something that this is asking you to let those go, have this sense of freedom, have this sense of transformation, okay? And surrender the things that you don't want to bring with you on this journey. You're going to be absolutely fine. You've got a lot of power. You got the Emperor here, which is absolutely amazing. Emperor came up in your crown. This is great because you are possibly like feeling like, okay, I really want to feel more in control of my life. I want to be the ruler of my destiny. This is someone who has a lot of wisdom, a lot of power. This is mastery of self. Okay, so you are going through this. When I say this is a transformative week for you, this is a transformative week for you. And a lot of it is going to be you shifting your mindset in this place of a lot more power. Okay. Interestingly enough, the Emperor is Aries. Okay. And so why that's so interesting is because the North Node is still in, Aries for the rest of the year in your third house of communication, of thinking, of logic. So like knowing, being confident that you can be the author of your own story. 401s really amazing. Well, 401s and the 301s. Okay, so 401s, yes, you're likely already celebrating something, or something's already happening in your life. It could even just be a celebration of this life of like feeling like, oh, I feel a lot more free after those really strong energies in February, March, and April. Like I feel really good. I'm moving into this great area in my life. I mean, you see the 401s here. So a lot of it could be career. There could be a milestone that you're celebrating in that, but this has to do a lot with like your domestic sector too. So getting married, getting proposed to, falling in love, like having a baby, things like that, things that I already said are, fifth house related. So this is really great. And then you have the 301s here. So the 301s, it's go. It's go, go, go. It's go time. This is you leaving your comfort zone to go explore new things, whether it is a relationship, whether it is a new job, whether it is going on a big trip, big travel, spiritual journey, wellness retreat, spa retreat, whatever you want, whatever you need. I mean, the sky is the limit, right? It's all sky here. All right, now this is all about your growth and advancement and development. 3 is also like the birth of new things, creation. So there's definitely something new that you're going to be pursuing. There's definitely a new direction that you'll be going, this new path that you're creating for yourself, and it brings a lot of self-discovery too. Okay, self-discovery. Think about the medieval times when, look at this guy, he's about to leave his village, all right, to go see the world. I mean, people did that to discover themselves. It's, very different. Anyway, so you're good. You're absolutely good. You're wonderful. Let's get to your stuff. Aquarius. Oh my goodness, y'all. If you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what's going on. What is going on with, I want to hear all this good news from y'all. There's so many great things that have been happening for all my Aquarius friends. I've got some things I'm going to announce at some point too. But anyway, y'all know I love y'all. All right. So, yeah. Oh yeah, the clarifier here. Okay, so interesting. There's gotta be, okay, so you're good. There's gotta be a little bit of some noise, like I mentioned earlier, but let's get to that in a second. You got the Fool. Of course you want this new chapter in your life. Of course you want to start this new journey. All right, and you got the Hangman, 3 of Wands, and now the Fool. Now the Fool is, associated with Uranus. Uranus is your ruling planet. Therefore, there's a lot of Aquarius energy in the Fool. This is taking that leap of faith. This is what, if you are sitting on the fence, go forth. Okay. Go forth, my friends. Like, this is that card. This is that card. Take that leap of faith. Trust in yourself. Okay. Have that confidence. This is a lot of opportunity, innocence. You see the, blast of the sun here, sun, very optimistic, all that abundance, vitality, growth. This is wonderful. It's just saying, go. There's nothing holding you back. Okay. In fact, that one thing that I was saying earlier, yes, something could appear be holding you back. So that's, if there's anything to work on, that would be that. Anything that's making you feel that holding you back from moving forward. Now, you're going to be fine. You got the Chariot. This is all about moving forward. The Chariot in your external factors area. I absolutely love this. This is that confidence. This is someone who has a lot of confidence. This is someone who has that, willpower to move forward, that determination, because he wants to move forward from the past, from any obstacles. It's just like, I'm over it. Let's just do it. Let's just keep going. Okay. Let's keep going. You can even see the stars in his banner that, reference your card, the star. All right. So really going toward his hopes and wishes and dreams. And there could be someone that actually moves things along for you. Someone that actually appears in your life that helps things grow for you. And really, really just kind of like sets his new path for you. It could be a Cancer. The Chariot is associated with, or attributed attributed to Cancer rising, Cancer moon. Doesn't have to be, but it's just really nice that, you know, the Chariot is here. Are y'all getting new cars? Are y'all, some of y'all are really taking like maybe a road trip too? There's some travel happening. All right. You got the Ace of Wands here. Very nice. Very nice. Do you want this new thing? You want this new thing? You got new. You want this new thing. Okay. The Ace usher in that new change, new beginnings, new cycles, new opportunities. Again, Wands. What are you passionate about? What do you want to, you know, create for yourself? What is this reality that you want to create? I mean, the Wands offered here by the hand of Spirit. You see the leaves sprout from the wand. All right. So planting those seeds, like really take that action now. All right. Because that's all you want. It's all you want. And then lastly, very interesting, you got the Eight of Cups. So yes, just keep going. Just keep going. Move forward. Again, remember, there's something that you're going to have to likely surrender if you haven't yet. If you feel that you have to, then that's only if you feel that there's something like up here that you're just like, I just don't want to think this way anymore. Or this is what's been blocking me. Have that moment to move forward. The same thing as this man here. Okay. Wearing the red cape, the red boots for passion, for power, to move forward from the things that, and you can see that nothing's wrong with the cups. Okay. He just knows something's better for him. He's taken that, you know, talk about willpower here and talk about that strength, like to move forward. Okay. And it could be this game changing moment. Now you also got the Five of Wands that came out that I put out here. This is just saying that there may be some noise here. Now it really does seem like if you do have children or if you're a teacher, like young people are coming up, it actually, you also got the Six of Cups too in your challenge area. You know, you see the two kids here. So there could just be some noise where you got to be that authority, right? The Emperor here just laying down the law. This is very, you know, he's the dad of tarot, like the father of tarot, right? So it's like, you know, that parental role. That may be something like, get out of y'all are blocking my path. And so there may be something that has to do with that, okay? It could even be like students or something like there's, I don't know if I said that already, but it really could also be something with like a partnership that you may be seeking that you're in your mind too much about that's coming up. So I'll do one more clarifier for you here. And then you have the Ten of Swords, which is the end of, so yeah, there's gonna be something where you have to, listen, the Ten of Swords coming out, and I'll show you, I'll even do one more clarifier for you. There you go. So the Ten of Swords is actually nice for it to come out after the Five of Wands and the Eight of Cups, because the Ten of Swords is the end of a cycle. All right. So it's the end. You see, it's actually the end of, think of it as a karmic cycle as well. All right. You see the dark clouds are actually clearing. 10, 1, 0 equals 1, new beginning. This is a card of new dawn. The sun is coming through. Okay. The sun only appears in a few other cards, right? So other than the actual sun card. So this is saying that, yeah, it's like if you feel like up here, because the swords are the mental suit, or in love, in relationships, right? Because this card is actually attributed to Sun and Gemini. We currently have the Sun and Gemini. Then in your fifth house of love and in relationships. And again, you have a Leo card here, your seventh house of partnerships and relationships. And, you know, the Eight of Cups, where it is your confidence and your self-worth and self-value. There is something where if you're hard on yourself, you've got to let that go now. You've got to let that go. Okay. And it is, you know, something where you feel like there's something that may have made you feel like you've hit rock bottom, or things have been really hard, or you've just entered a place where your thoughts were just like, maybe you're over analyzing things. But yeah, that is just really, really just saying that this is a thing. This is the week to let something go that is going to set you free and make you feel your more authentic self. And then you have the Hermit, all right, who does all that deep soul searching. This is part of your transformation story too. You know, the Hermit is attributed to Virgo. Virgo rules your eighth house of transformation. There is that, you know, speaking of cycles, but there's that alignment there that's happening with Virgo ruling your eighth house. And then Pluto, the native ruler of the eighth house, with all these trines that's happening in your sign. So yeah, there is this deep soul searching that's going to happen as well. That's going to be really nice for you. How much time do we have? I'll do one more clarifier for you because I'm just curious. Yeah, you do that and you're going to be good. So take that time going within. You're moving into this place of wealth, clearly, all right? And it's spiritual wealth too. And it's this wealth in your physical world, but just having that awareness that you've come into this. Come on, this is just really absolutely amazing. You've got the Ten of Pentacles, okay? So it's raining pentacles here. In the form of the Tree of Life, this is a lot of wealth, but again, abundance in terms of like, you can see the harvest here, you can see how big the house is, but family matters too. You can see the 3 generations of family here. They're all very comfortable. This is the You Made It card. Prosperity. This is your kingdom come. This is really great, but it's also just recognizing, remember what I said earlier with Mars and Taurus, your physical world, recognizing what's happening in your physical world, being aware of those things. But it seems like everything, when you do that soul searching, this is to come. Now, you even see, I'm going to show you one last thing. You see the hermit sitting there. You see the hermit, he's sitting there with his family. Now, the other thing is, this is a Virgo card. Hello. So 8th house, your transformation. This is your transformation. This is a transformation that you're having in your life. And it's moving in this auspicious direction. Okay. And remember, the 8th house is also money. This card is highly associated with inheritance and you receiving things and blessings. And so is the 8th house. Okay. So, wow. That's really big synchronicity. Like you're good. Just keep moving forward. That's all I have to say. If you feel, and this is definitely gonna be more of like you being in your head, but remember, this is all about surrendering that one thing that could be like deeply rooted in your subconscious, and you're just like, okay, this is the time. Remember, like even with these Pluto trines, like going deep, especially Mercury trine Pluto, going deep, like really unroot things right now and just set yourself free. Okay, you got wings. You got wings. Use them. Aquarius, y'all are amazing. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, tell me what's going on. The other thing is next week we will get deeper into a lot of these other aspects. Like we have the Mercury Kazemi next week as well. Anyway, we'll talk about that next week. Thanks so much, y'all. Oh my gosh, your life is changing, but also just again in a spiritual way too. All right, that spiritual wellness, that spiritual journey. I love this for you. You're amazing. Thanks so much. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.